Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the Arrow 3 missiles from the Israeli military. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. Fact 1. Joint Israel and Boeing. The Arrow 3 exosphere missile system is an Israeli system. Currently, only the Israeli military operates them. And so they're the ones that's trying to showcase to the world how effective and powerful it is. However, Boeing was also a contributor to the missile system. And in fact, through Boeing, the United States government also contributed over $2 billion in the development of the Arrow 3 missile system. And so Boeing, with the help of the United States government, jointly created the Arrow 3 missile system with the Israeli government. And so even though it's primarily an Israeli system used in the Middle East currently, actually this is a missile system that's also developed with the help from the United States government. As we talk about in later sections, taking money from the United States government, there's always strings attached. And you'll see why, even though they helped with the development of the missile system, the United States is trying to control it as well. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. No warhead. The Arrow 3 missile system is designed to fly at an extremely high speed, hypersonic, and going above the atmosphere into the exosphere to intercept targets such as intercontinental ballistic missiles. And because of the high speed that it careens toward the target, there's actually no warhead involved. And the reason is, it uses the full kinetic energy of the missile to take out the target. By launching at something so fast at hypersonic speed, as soon as it hits a target, it will generate the same amount of energy as if there was a warhead in the missile. And so, if you think about it, the Arrow 3 missile system, each missile is actually just a giant projectile. They don't explode or detonate near the object, and the only way they can kill an object or to take it out is to directly hit it. By directly hitting it at a hypersonic speed, it will certainly knock out anything in its path. I think this is pretty awesome because it makes it safer to handle on the ground. There's not going to be any inadvertent explosions because the missiles are not explosive. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. 2 stages. The Arrow 3 missile system is interesting in that it has 2 separate stages for its launch. The first stage is the obvious booster stage, where it helps it lift off the ground and escape the Earth's gravity. As soon as the right altitude has reached, the booster will disengage and the missile will fly on its own power in the sustain stage. The sustain stage is where the projectile will use its own fuel and go directly toward the target at hypersonic speed. The missile also uses thrust vectoring so that it could adjust its coordinates and change directions based on the thrust that it is outputting. With the 2-stage system, it is really more like a rocket going to space than an air-to-defense missile system that's conventional today. However, as more and more countries adopt hypersonic missiles, it is crucial to have a 2-stage system because you really need to spend a lot of fuel to propel the projectile high enough for the sustain stage to take over. And so the booster stage is critical to the success of the missiles. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Anti-satellite. As we mentioned in the previous section, this is a hypersonic exosphere missile, meaning that it could escape the Earth's atmosphere with the help of its booster stage and go toward the space. Now, anti-satellite is a whole new field where countries are developing capabilities to shoot down enemy satellites from the ground. This is akin to launching a rocket to space to deliver a satellite, but instead of delivering, you launch a projectile to knock out the satellite. The Arrow 3 missile system is the Israelis' sole anti-satellite missile system, and really puts them in a very exclusive club of nations around the world where they have anti-satellite capabilities. Most countries simply do not have this kind of capability because, as I mentioned in the previous section, to develop this type of missile, you really need a mature rocket industry and technology that launches space satellites and people into space and then leverage that technology to build missiles that can take out satellites orbiting the Earth. I think it's incredibly powerful to have this capability because satellites is usually out of touch and out of reach for most missile systems currently, but with hypersonic exosphere missiles, they're also game for destruction. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact: attending exports. All around the world, people are very impressed with the Arrow 3 missile system and have expressed interest to the Israeli government to purchase it. And the Israeli government is happy to provide it and sell it. However, the one problem we got into earlier in this video is the United States. Because the United States pretty much spent the majority of the money to develop the missile system, and also with Boeing, a US contractor, the Israeli government cannot actually sell the missile to anybody they want. They need approval from the United States government first before they can actually sell it to a party who wants to buy it. And as a result, at the time of this video, Germany is trying to buy it, but it's being blocked by the United States. There are also several other nations in negotiation, but likely to be blocked by the United States as well. As we mentioned, exosphere hypersonic missiles can take out satellites, and if people were able to take out United States satellites, it could be detrimental to the United States military. And as a result, I think the United States are not going to allow many countries to buy the Arrow 3 missile system from Israel, simply because they don't want many nations to have hypersonic exosphere capability. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.